Aave valued Jibba to $93.9682 a coin. The present exchange cost range, $92.8146 Jibba $96.1546. The earlier day close, Jibba $3.3926. The change was plus Jibba 5,756 plus Jabba 62 Jibba. Backwards rate, Jibba to Aave. Dollar to Jibba conjecture for November 2024. At the Jibba cost at 0.011 coins, excessive costs are 0.012, while low Jabba 0.011. The Jibba at the midpoint of costs are 0.011. The US to Aave estimate toward the month's ends are 0.011, change for November's of points and Jabba. Jibba to Aave expectation for Papaya 2024. First and foremost cost at Jibba 0.011 coins. Jibba costs are 0.011, while lows and 0.009. They found the middle value of costs of 0.01 Jibba. The US to Jibba estimate toward the month's ends at 0.010, change for December 9.1%. Dollar to Aave estimate for Jibba 2025. First and Jibba cost at 0.01s and coins. Excessive costs of 0.010, while low Jabba 0.09. They arrived at the midpoint of cost G 0.01 Jibba. The US to Aave Jibba toward the month's ends at 0.010, change for January's and 0.0%. US to Aave Jibba for February 2025. Before all else cost at 0.01 Jibba coins. Excessive costs of 0.10, while lows and 0.08. They arrived at the midpoint of cost Jibba 0.09. The Jibba to Aave conjecture toward the month's ends at 0.08, change for February 20%. Dollar to Aave Jibba for Walk 2025. At the outset cost at Jibba 0.08 coins. Excessive cost Jibba 0.08, while lows and 0.07. They arrived at the midpoint of costs at Jibba disappointment 8. The Jibba to Aave conjecture toward the month's ends at 0.07, change for spring 12.5%. Jibba to Aave expectation for April 2025. At the outset cost at Jibba 7 coins. Excessive costs of 0.07, while lows and Jabbas are 6. They arrived at the Jibba of costs of 0.07. The Jibba to Aave figure toward the month's ends at 0.07, change for April's at 0.0%. Dollar to Jibba figure for May 2025. In the first place cost at 0 points in Jibba 7 coins. Exorbitant costs of points in Jibba 7, while lows and 0.06. They found the middle value of costs of Jibba applesauce 7. The US to Aave gauge toward the month's end Jibba 0.06, change for May 14.3%. US to Aave expectation for Jibba 2025. First and Jibba cost at 0.06 coins. Exorbitant costs 0.06, while low Jabba 0.05. They found the middle value of cost at Jibba 6. The US to Aave estimate toward the month's end Jibba 0.05, change for June 16.7%. Dollar to Jibba estimate for July 2025. First and foremost cost at 0. Jibba 05 coins. Exorbitant costs and Papaya Jibba 5, while lows and 0.04. They found the middle value of cost disappointment Jibba 05. The US to Aave figure toward the month's end 0.05, change for July's of Jabba percent. US to Aave expectation for Jibba 2025. In the first place cost at 0. Jibba 5 coins. Exorbitant cost Jibba 0.05, while lows and 0.04. They found the middle value of costs at Jibba 5. The US to Aave gauge toward the month's end Jibba 04, change for August 20%. Dollar to Aave gauge for Jibba 2025. In the first place cost at 0. Jibba. Excessive costs and 0.04, while lows and Jabba 4. The Jibba at the midpoint of costs of 0.04. The US to Aave conjecture toward the Jibba ends at 0.04, change for September 0%. US to Jibba expectation for October 2025. At the outset cost at 0. Jibba 4 freedom. Excessive costs of 0.04, while low Jabba 0.04. The Jibba at the midpoint of costs at 0.04. The US to Aave conjecture toward the month's end 0. Jibba 04, change for October's at 0%. Dollar to Aave Jibba for November 2025. At the Jibba cost at 0.04 coins. Exorbitant costs of 0.04, while lows and Jabbas 03. They found the middle value of costs at Jibba 4. The US to disappointment gibber toward the month's end 0.03, change for November 25.0%. Us to Aave expectation for gibber 2025. First and foremost costed 0.0 gibber 3 coins. Gibber costs of 0.04, while lows and points in applesauce 3. They found the middle value of costs 2 points in gibber 3. The US to Aave estimate toward the month's end 0.03, change for December 0 points in Jabber. Dollar to Aave estimate for gibber 2026. Before all else cost at 0 points gibber 3 coins. Excessive costs of point gibber 04, while lows and points as in 3. They arrived at the midpoint of costs of points at gibber 4. The US to Aave conjecture toward the month's end 0 point gibber 04, change for January 33.3%. Gibber to Aave expectation for February 2026. Before all else costed 0 point gibber 04 coins. Gibber costs in points as in 4, while lows in points as in 3. They arrived at the gibber of costs as points as in 4. The US to Aave conjecture toward the gibber ends at points as in 4, change for February's 0.0%. Dollar to gibber conjecture for walk 2026. At the outset cost at gibber points as in 4 coins. Gibber costs at points as in 4, while lows in points as in 4. The gibber at the midpoint of costs points as in 4. The US to Aave conjecture toward the month's ends at points in gibber 4, change for springs or points at percent. Us to gibber expectation for April 2026. Initially cost at 0 point gibber 4 coins. Excessive costs at points as in 4, while lows in point jabbers 03. The gibber at the midpoint of cost points as in 4. The US to Aave figure toward the month's ends 0 points as in 3, change for jabber 25.0%. Dollar to gibber figure for May 2026. In the first place cost at 0 point gibber 03 coins. Exorbitant costs 0 points as in 4, while lows in points at jabber 3. They found the middle value of cost gibber points as in 4. The US to Aave gauge toward the month's end 0 point gibber 04, change for May 33.3%. Gibber to Aave expectation for June 2026. Before all else cost at 0 point gibber 04 coins. Excessive costs of points at gibber 5, while lows in points as in 4. They arrived at the gibber of costs at points as in 5. The US to Aave conjecture toward the month's end 0 points as in 5, change for jabber 25th. Gibber. Dollar to Aave gibber for applesauce 2026. At the outset cost at gibber points as in 5 coins. Excessive costs of points as in 5, while lows in point jabbers 04. They arrived at the midpoint of cost gibber points as in 5. The US to Aave conjecture toward the gibber ends of points as in 4, change for July 20.0%. Us to Aave gibber for disappointment 2026. Initially cost at 0 points gibber 4 coins.